Welcome everybody to the live stream tonight, this Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm Ryan, the guy who's making all this stop motion stuff for Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, a stop motion HeroScape adventure. We've been doing some production stuff tonight. Gonna start finally laying down some of the video track here for episode 7, season 3 of Tales of Valhalla. But before we do that, going to do a contest draw. We got to do this contest. We got some prizes to give out, so I'm going to select a name. I'm going to be doing that in a second. Also going to address a comment that I thought was interesting. I want to address it. It's just some of the behind-the-scenes inner workings of said. How would I say it? Of said production of how I make this stuff. Anyway, it is another Wednesday night, and it looks like it's gonna be another stormy night too, because yeah, just storms all around me. So again, just like last week, if the power goes out again, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Oh, I got one of my friends commenting on here. Just saying, okay, music info requested on Discord. Cool. I was like, it seemed like it was a good tune. It was it's my friend Sean, the guy who voices Sergeant Drake Alexander, and he is just. I was listening to one of his live streams the other night, and his intro music was kind of catchy, and so I thought, oh, I want to know where it's from, so I can listen to it sometime, because it sounded pretty good. So that's what I did. That's what we're doing. Let us move on. So yes, I was saying it's kind of stormy. So again, we'll just do the power out protocols if somehow like there's a strong storm that just envelopes my small town that I'm in, and the power goes out for a second or 10. Hopefully we'll be back on and everything will be okay. And yeah, but until that moment in time, we're just going to continue as if nothing's going to happen. Anyway, thank you for all one of you watching tonight. Always glad to have at least one person here on the live stream, and and again, this live stream is mainly for the editing production of Tales of Valhalla, Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, which is a stop-motion HeroScape adventure. HeroScape being a discontinued board game now 12 plus years, I think. Still got a big community, and it's still just a great game to use, and it's got great characters, great miniatures, great terrains. So that's why I decided to do animated stop-motion satire type fun thing with it. Anyway, that's what all one of you is here for tonight. What we are going to do now is roll. We're gonna spin the wheel. Yay! I'm not gonna set that's a very white. It's funny how it's like this was dark, and then like my face is kind of shaded, and then I switched to this one. It's a lot brighter, because we're looking at something brighter. But anyway, so these are our entries. These are the people who entered into for the contest for Tales of Valhalla, the episode 6 show. And just a quick recap of what needed to be done was you needed to basically follow our Twitch page, trying to build up a little bit of following on Twitch, as well as just liking and commenting on the episode 6 YouTube video with your Twitch account name, so I could just verify that you did have an account, and everybody selected here was verified. And so this is what we're going to do. And oh yes, and of course the winnings will be the winner's selection of any one ToV t-shirt on our merch store, as well as one custom mini desert sand starter set that I just basically custom made. It's got some sand terrain, it's got some sand heroescape terrain, it's also got some sand high ground tiles terrain, and just with a few miniatures, as well as, you know, if you need rulebooks, I got rulebooks, and just a couple extra 3D printed goodies for that. So that's what we're giving away. That's what we're doing. So how about we get started with this, and let's just spin the wheel and see what happens. So yeah, I'm just gonna mute that and allow this to do its thing. So okay, we're ready to roll. And I hit add. I haven't rolled this yet after hitting add, so it's just going to be the first person out of the pipe. Let's see who has won it. All I gotta do is press this. Here we go. Ta-da! So it is going to be Alexander Moore. And that's his name on YouTube. I think that's his actual real name. Or Gimply the Giant on Twitch. Xander, congratulations, you have won, like I said, the t-shirt, the Mini Desert Sands starter set with the high ground tiles goodies. I hope you can make it some good use of it, my friend. Congratulations to everybody who entered. And again, I almost guarantee you I'm going to be doing more contests in the future with different, you know, different prizes and things. I might even, for like the next episode, I might do another actually OG Heroescape starter set. Quite possibly. I have to see how it goes. But there's going to be stuff. There's going to be more goodies in the future. So, and I will have to rethink how I actually do this, because I think just people saying people go directly to Twitch, because a lot of people might not want to go to Twitch. I might just have like the YouTube and Twitch subscriptions being, or the YouTube subscription being a requirement, and the Twitch being an optional requirement, to where if you are subscribed on both YouTube and Twitch for our content for Twitch, you might get a little something extra if you do have a Twitch. But or both, or you could qualify both for Twitch and YouTube. You need one or the other, but not both. Maybe that's how I'll do. I don't know. I need to figure it out. But definitely integrate more with YouTube and Twitch for contests in the future. Anyway, I'm brainstorming. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, congratulations, Alexander, and I will be messaging you soon. Probably more actually into the next day, because I know there's things I have to do, or before I go to bed tonight, but for sure I'll be messaging you. Congratulations, you have won. And to everybody else who messaged, who entered, there's always next time. There is always next time, because like I said, we'll probably be doing more contests. So keep an eye out, keep on loving the content, and hopefully we get to do this again very, very soon. All right, so that is the contest win. Now I want to get on to a segment before we get to the production editing. And here, I'll play the music. I'll start playing the music again. Okay, background music a little bit, and actually I'm gonna like switch on, because this might take me a minute to talk. I'm just gonna turn on, let's see here. Give me a second. Alright. I'm just gonna like just run some I'm just gonna run some of the ToV stop motion footage above me as well, just so people can get an idea if anybody hops on board, although the audio not. I'll turn the audio on when I start doing the editing. But right now I'm gonna have a little heart-to-heart with y'all, because there was a comment that I saw on the episode 6 release from a YouTube viewer, and I just want to address it for a second. So here, give me a moment. I gotta find this stuff. Alright. So, Where'd that go? Where did that go? Here, hold on a minute. Okay, we're gonna get to this. Aha. Alright, give me one moment. Give me a moment. This is what happens when we do things live. It's always scattering everywhere. Here, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Alright. Let me just... Okay, let me get this here. Let me get this here. So, this is the YouTube viewer, and this person is actually a big fan of the series. Don't get me wrong, very big fan of the series. So I take the comments very seriously because this person has commented on other videos, but very, very nice. They look forward to what's happening in the series. This is just a minor critique, so I'm not like being like shame on you for this comment. I just want to address it. I just want to give some light into some of the process behind the scenes when it comes to this. So this comes from, season 3 episode 6 video, and it's from Jekka 214 or 214. I'm just gonna say Jekka. So Jekka says, the Marro be the most savage and gaunt looking figures, but they're just like meow 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 meow. And so what they're saying, what basically, in a sense, that Jekka is saying here is that, the Marro, and anybody who's seen the Marro and the miniatures, they are. I mean, they're almost like an undead, skeletal, psychic, demon-like type of race that is actually pretty much exclusive to HeroScape. They're quite wonderful baddies to have, and I mean, even today, with like this game being 12 years discontinued, when I went to ScapeCon, there were so many people playing with Marro armies, and I enjoy playing with Marro armies sometimes at times as well. So they, everybody loves them, and they have such good abilities, and they're mean. They're supposed to be, very scary individuals. So why do I have them sound the way they sound? Let me address that. Okay, we're going to discuss a little bit about the lore of this too, because when I started doing research into like season 1 and seasons 2 and 3, I was just finding out as much as I can about the characters, and I didn't want them to be exactly like they were for different reasons, like they were in like the original videos produced by Hasbro, and or as they're told in the Hasbro Legends within the game and such. I wanted everything be a little bit different, and have a little bit of satire in the show. And this is one of the creative liberties I took with these creatures, because technically, Marro should not be making any type of sound or language at all. Technically, they all communicate psychically. So, and Kimoshi being one exception, Kimoshi is speaking, but because she has that kind of raspy, nasally sound, almost like she's speaking from her mind, and not exactly from her mouth. It's because this is a telepathic race. So they shouldn't be saying anything at all. If you want to actually be as realistic as possible for this series, but I wanted to give, even at the expense of it being maybe a little too satire, or kind of taking away their scariness, their evilness. I wanted to add a little bit for them for satire, just to create something that was going to be fun for the audience, because you just don't want Marro walking around saying nothing. You got to have them react to the scene and what the scene's about, whether it be serious or for comedy. And so, and we even show, like in episode 6, Niguk Sa, when Gimp throws a grenade at Niguk Sa, and Niguk Sa holds it, it explodes and doesn't do anything to him. That's kind of displaying Niguk Sa's threatening power over the airborne elite, and how he can just take them out easy if Niguk Sa wanted to. And so it's like, so with the Marro Hive Lords, yeah, I give the Hive Lords, you know, a lot more respect towards the source material that I'm using. But with like the Marro Common squads, I pretty much voice all of them, actually. You hear a Marro Common squad like the Drudge, the Grok Riders, the Hounds, Nagrubs, Stingers, Marro Warriors, all those common squads I voice. And so for episode 6 was the Stingers. And I will have to say one thing when it comes to this this comment from Jekka, is that they're actually not going mew 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 mew. I mean, one thing I did to make a variation of each, and I'll show what I mean in a second with these audio files here. But one thing I wanted to do to show a little bit of variation between these squads, between like the Stingers, the Warriors, and Drudge and such, is to have them sound differently according to what different ones you were listening to. And it was something very simple. I mean, for the Warriors, yeah, the Warriors just sound like just whatever. But for the rest, like the Drudge, they're basically just saying the name Drudge over and over. And I'm trying to have them sound as sluggish as I possibly can, you know, and if there's some type of and whatever they're responding to, if they're responding to getting shot or responding to firing their weapon, it's going to sound a little bit different. So I did different variations of just the sound Drudge in the Marro type way that I'm speaking. Now, when it comes to the Marro Stingers, yeah, the Marro Stingers sound like the flightiest bit, because all I'm doing is saying the word stinger over and over again for their language. So sting, so sting, stinger, stingers, sting. So I tend to do ning ning ning. So it's not mew 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 mew. Well, I do some of that, but it's actually ing. It's the ing sound that I use for the stingers and what they are. So they do sound a little bit high strung, a little bit flighty, but again, that's the satire element that I chose to add in with it. You know, you don't have to like it. That's fine. People don't have to like everything that needs to be done. I mean, as long as you enjoy the rest of the content. But that's just the creative liberty I took when it came to the Marro. And here, let me show you what I mean. So, okay, here is the Drudge. And, okay, I'm going to turn this music off again. And I'm going to turn this sound up. And just let you all have a listen of what the Drudge sound like. See, I'm just saying drudge in some shape or another. And so that's the Marro Drudge, and that's how they sound. And then let's just let's go to like the Nagrubs. Basically, the Nagrubs are just saying the word Nagrub over and over again. So let's bring that up. And of course, I do like a bit of alteration, you know, of the sound as well within a sound forge here as well. So whatever, like the sound you're saying, this is my voice, but I've also altered it to sound the way I want it to sound. And I mean, so many variations of the word Nagrub and that. And then of course we come to the Stingers, and it's more of a high-strung ning ning ning, and I tend just to go ning 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 a lot, instead of just stinger, saying stinger, it's ning ning ning. So yes, that's how the stingers sound. I mean, that's the kind of language that I chose for them. So I mean, it's again more for the satire. Yes, it makes them less threatening, but sometimes you got to trade off between that and the comedic element of the show as well, and the storytelling. And so that's the creative liberty I took. Again, I mean, like Kimoshi, New York Saw, the rest of these Hive Lords, these Marro leaders, they're still as threatening. I try to make them as threatening as they ever were in the game. I haven't changed that. I mean, I probably do a little bit of comedy for them, especially you'll see a little bit of that towards the end of season 3, but I still try to show as much respect as possible for the original ideas for these creatures when it comes to, you know, those guys. But yes, definitely Marro Common Squads, I let them have it. I add that comedic element to it. So I guess that's how I would explain it. And yeah, and Jekka, again, if you see this video, because I'll cut this will be its own separate video where because I've just addressed some comments before, and this won't be the last time that I do it, probably. And it'll be its own little playlist. But yeah, just keep on commenting. I enjoy all the critiquing because it's the only way that I learn. I think there was something that let's see. I want to see. I think something Jekka was responding. Yeah, and so I responded by saying, you know, that's a nice critique, and I'll probably address it, which I'm doing right now. It says, Tales of Valhalla, I know why they sound like that. It's just odd how they have to. Hasbro and Withers could have made them like Thal Van Dam, but nope. And I have no idea who Thal Van Dam is. But no, the thing is, and like I explained earlier, Jekka, I know why they sound like it. Actually, they shouldn't be sounding like anything at all. Like I said, they're a telepathic race. So they shouldn't be making any sounds or any communication whatsoever. They should be just silent and deadly, basically. But it's just odd how they have to. Yeah, and again, they do it. It's because that's what I decided to do for that. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity. If Jekka, if it has you think of another question or something else to say about the subject, I'm willing to, you know, continue to have that conversation. Always willing to talk more about it, because brainstorming through it might give me different ideas for characters in the future. So don't mind that. So that has been my addressing the comments of the audience from YouTube and social media. Well, thank you very much, and see you all next time. All right, so yeah, wait a minute. All right, I'm just gonna do that so I can clip that in later. And now we got some video to edit, don't we? We do. We have some video to edit. So what I'm gonna do, let's see here, we're about 30 minutes into this live stream. I'm gonna turn the volume up actually on the episode that I'm playing of here. And I'm just gonna take a short break. I'm gonna take a short break, and then when I come back, we're gonna get to editing the video, because you can see right here, here's the audio. All the voiceovers lined up here, rendered. And a rough cut of them. And now we just gotta start adding the video. So I only just started getting this video added, so we're gonna add in a bunch more. And we have about, like, episode 7 is probably going to be about a little less than 10 minutes. Probably more like around 8-9 minutes long. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So just give me a quick break, and we'll be back to this and in a second. And again, like I said, congratulations to Xander Moore for winning the contest. And yeah, just give me 1 second. Hopefully the power doesn't go out from any thunderstorms, but I'll be back soon. All right. Okay, alright, that's it. I think I'm gonna call it a little bit early for tonight. Here, let me turn background music back on a little bit. There, okay. Background music, me, we still got the kind of the episode playing there without the sound, so I can just sign off tonight. Actually, I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I didn't want to stay up too late, so I'm just gonna call it a night tonight. I got to where I wanted to be anyway. I wanted to get to that moment where Henderson is kind of looks like Henderson's facing off with Estavara right there. Interesting. The plot thickens. So what I will do is just sign off for tonight, and wonderful little live stream tonight. We accomplished some things. The contest, addressing the comment, doing some of this editing work, and I'll be back at it again Sunday doing more. I'm sure I'll be doing more of this video stuff over the week, but I don't think I'll get it all the way done by this coming Sunday, and then we'll just continue with whatever is left to do, and then we should know the process already. After this is done, then readjust the voiceovers, add other voiceovers that I need to put in there, then special effects, then sound effects, and then extra sound effects, and then making sure everything sounds good and looks good, then sound effects for the special effects, and then music, and then one file render, and then done. So we'll see how long it takes to do that. Hopefully in not too many weeks. We'll see. But let me save that. But this is the process, and we are going as fast as we can. So with that, thank you all for watching, all one of you, for watching this live stream. And I will say what I always say for these live streams. This is an edited down version of what is almost a 2-hour live stream. We had a lot of things going on. Each will probably be in their separate videos anyway on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page. But if you want to see, this will already be an edited down version of whatever this live stream will be on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page. So if you want to see the full version, everything that's happened, everything we're talking about of it, go to our Contactor Productions YouTube page and see the video for it, and should be in the link in the description below, or right in front of you there. And like, share, subscribe, press all the buttons, and yeah, just thank you everybody for watching live stream tonight. Those of you who commented, those of you just viewed for even a few seconds, thank you. And with that, I will sign off by saying, you have a purpose in your life, find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you guys next time as we do more of this. Good night. Bye now. Got 11 o'clock Eastern right now, so yeah, I might work a good hour or so on it possibly. But to do that, I'm going to mute everything, just have you guys watch some of the content above my head. And if anybody has any questions, any comments about Tales of Valhalla, or what's going on with Age of Annihilation, I'll pop my mic on and speak to you. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna start editing. So enjoy the content. tonight, because I edited pretty much what I wanted to edit. And here, I'm just gonna pop this up and start playing some music. I pretty much got done what, because there's this whole like sequence here where if I mean, this is a little bit of spoiler, but I'm probably not going to watch it because no one sticks to the end of the live streams. But if you stick to the end of the live stream, kind of let me know in a comment or a message that you did, because then you get a spoiler. But this is what happens in episode 7. We have Henderson throwing some glyphs at Kurok, and well, you can see the outcome of said glyphs being thrown. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But anyway, there was many shots to this sequence of events, and so it took a little bit of time to cut them. I mean, obviously I spent time before just getting the right shots in this little bin here, and then cutting exactly the lengths of shots I needed and trying molding them together. It looks pretty good. I'll have to go through it a few times. I'll have to go through this episode a few times anyway, just to make sure everything's cut as cleanly as I possibly can. But I'm going to probably save that for another time, because getting close to midnight, and I mean, it's almost a little over a 2-hour stream. Not bad. And we had some discussion, you know, for the first part. And it was fun having Jason and Jeremy with me. And like I said, normally you'll probably just see me this coming Wednesday. Here, hold on. This coming Wednesday you'll probably see me. But if anything big happens tomorrow with Hasbro and this Discord opening, and if they announce anything big on HeroScape, we might just pop on the live stream, be like an emergency, you know, pop up, and I mean, we'll see. But I like to be on the ground for it, and to see what's happening with Age of Annihilation, and see if there's anything we can do right away if we need to like invest. I'm hoping, that's my big hope. My hope tomorrow is that they're just going to announce a Kickstarter right away for the Master Set, if that's what they plan to do. Because I have a feeling they're not going to sell it in stores. I just have that feeling. And so if they do announce a Kickstarter, I want to be on top of that right away and just be like, okay, everybody, come on, let's take my money, just take my money, take all our money. And we'll see what happens. But so I'm hoping that's what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know if that's what it's going to be. I mean, they just may announce more of the Master Set itself and say when a Kickstarter is going to start, and even then, we might hop on for a little bit, you know, get Jeremy and Jason on here if I can, and we talk about it. Even Joe Crazy possibly. But with that, that'll on the live stream. Like I said, I'm going to start downloading this live stream and cutting it, and then posting our discussion up on the YouTube channel so we can get people looking at it and talking about things. And like I said, episode 7 is, in spite of not working on it this week, still got, like, now after this fight scene is practically finished here, now it's just going to be like a some-minute conversation about the plot for the future episodes in Season 3. So a bit more editing to do. We'll get back to that this Wednesday night, I'm sure. And just thank you, all of you, for your support, for the subscriptions, for the follows. Please, you know, subscribe as always to our YouTube channel, or follow us on Twitch. It always helps. I always love the support and just the audience. It's just so. I mean, the whole script is really silliness, a lot of silliness for me. I mean, part of me just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great story, and I write and create what I think I would love to watch. But it's just always something when people like quote the characters, or, you know, just say, hey, you've done a great job with that. It's kind of surreal. But anyway, again, appreciate the support as always, and we'll just find out tomorrow what Age of Annihilation is all about. So with that, I thank you guys for watching the live stream tonight, and we will see you later on this week sometime, some way, somehow. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye now. Oh, I gotta do my sign off too. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see all of you next time. Hello, welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. Hello to all one of you watching tonight. This is Tales of Valhalla live stream on Wednesday nights. I'm Ryan, the guy who's making the stop motion HeroScape series called Tales of Valhalla: The Aftermath Chronicles. And I know it's like the last few weeks we have actually not been doing much of the production of Tales of Valhalla because HeroScape is now back, and it's been a transformation of actually starting to create a podcast with other content creators, with having discussions about HeroScape and Age of Annihilation, and that's a great thing. But first and foremost, I am a filmmaker, and I do have to work on these HeroScape animations, so Wednesday nights, that's what I'm going to be doing. On Sundays, that's when I'll bring all the content creators together who love HeroScape, who are involved in HeroScape, who know HeroScape, and who know the game, who know the lore, and discuss things. So that'll be Sunday nights. But Wednesday nights, I got to start working on this production, or I'm never going to get it done. So that's what we're going to do. But doesn't mean it ain't going to be an entertaining time. If anybody wants to say hi, leave a comment, question, I will be happy to respond. Thank everybody for, as always, your support, for your follows, your subscriptions, everything, and all the support you give my fellow content creators for HeroScape as well. But anyway, how about we just get started tonight? We have a little bit of just a little bit more of adding stop motion to episode 7 here. So I'm going to get started with that, and just so I do not do any spoilers, I will mute myself, and then you guys are just going to watch some. Let me see if I put I'm just going to play. I'm going to start by playing episode 6, the last episode released, because that's a really fun episode. It's about 14 minutes, and then I'll just restart season 3 and go from there. So enjoy, and again, any questions, I'm going to mute my microphone, but I will unmute it if anybody says hi, any questions. I will definitely do that. Anyway, good evening to everybody, and let's get started tonight, because I plan to go on at least a few hours, so let's do it. And boom, Mind Shackle. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do season 2. I'm going to start season 2, I'm going to play season 2, and I'm just going to be on a break for just a few minutes, so I'll be back, but I'll play season 2 while on a break, get that started, and we'll just go through season 2 while I'm doing this, because season 2 is always fun, so might as well do it. Alright, let me get started with that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna pop on the mic because I got a question. Yeah, hi Marion. Yes, you just heard Spanish for an instant. The character Toothpick says "mi amigo, mi compadre, my very own personal quinceañera." It's his thing he says to one of his friends on the show. If you understand that in English, but yes, it's just for that instant. That was an ab lib line. That wasn't scripted. That was an ad lib from the masterful Tyler Fine, who is the voice of Toothpick. And I actually haven't talked to Tyler. Oh, it's been a long time. I'm trying to reach out to him again. I'm trying to reach out to all my voice actors again in the future, but yeah. So that is his magic, and it's a pretty fun line. It's pretty good that he was able to get that in there, and then he does a lot of ad libbing with the character Toothpick, so it's a lovely thing. Anyway, okay, continuing back on the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna bring that down a bit. But I see right here, I'm rendering the rough edit of this episode now. Excuse me, and I can't talk. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll keep season 2 running, but the auto's gonna be off. I'm just gonna turn the music back on now for this, and basically start closing out the live stream, because this is what I wanted to accomplish, was finishing the video edits for episode 7, and I just did it. So that will be that for tonight, and got it done in under 2 hours. Not bad. So next Wednesday, we'll probably start working on the special effects, because I know that's fun to visually see, and there are quite a few special effects for this episode, so hopefully I have that set up for next week. This Sunday, of course, we'll be doing the ToV live stream talking about HeroScape Age of Annihilation, so catch us there. And I'll have the panel of guys on to talk about whatever updates. I know there's been a few updates already this week, and I'm sure there'll be updates tomorrow and Friday as well that we'll get to talk about. Lots of interesting new things they're coming up with just every week. Just the team via Avalon Hill, Chris, and all those folk. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future, how HeroScape is going to evolve, and how Tales of Valhalla is eventually probably going to evolve. But yeah, I'll start closing out this live stream by saying what I usually always say without... Oh, excuse me a second. Something's in my throat. Excuse me. I can't talk if there's something in my throat like that. Anyway, I am Ryan, the creator of Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles, which you can find us on YouTube. Type Tales of Valhalla in the YouTube search bar. You'll find us. We already have Season 1 and Season 2 in full, and working on Season 3 currently. And hours worth of content, as you can see above my head, of stop motion and animation content based on the HeroScape universe. It's not only just fun action, but it's also good character developing storylines too with some of these characters. Anyway, I will close out this live stream, and I'll say what I always say. For those of you who are watching this on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is going to be a very edited down version. It was probably it's literally like probably like half a dozen streams that it took to get this done, just because of what's been going on the past month. But finally done with the raw video editing, and then going to be working on next the audio and special effects. And there it is, it's rendered. The audio and special effects of episode 7 here. And just continue working, and hopefully we'll get this. Hopefully I get this out within the month. Hopefully sometime, I know it's the end of August, so hopefully sometime in September we'll release this episode. And then just after this episode, just 3 more episodes left of Season 3. And what a finale it will be. But anyway, with that, I will bid all of you adieu, good night, and all that wonderful stuff. Thank you again for watching. Press all the buttons to the channel, to everything. Always appreciate the support. You have a purpose. Oh, wait a second. I think I interrupted myself, but let me just repeat it, and I'll get this in the edit. If I don't have it, those of you watching just the full version of this, then you watch everything. But yeah. So if you're watching this on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is an edited down version. What's like going to be a really big bit of editing of streams and stuff, and oh, Gimli the Giant. Oh, hello, sir. I just want to. I hope you're enjoying your prize winnings, Gimli. It's great to. Thanks for hopping on board these last few seconds of me signing off. And this Sunday we are going to be talking about HeroScape: Age of Annihilation. Gonna get the panel back on board. I'm just gonna be doing those every Sunday and be doing editing on Wednesday nights. But yeah, thank you for joining the stream these last few minutes. Always appreciate the support. And like I said, I hope that you are enjoying the desert terrains and the what I can't speak tonight. The desert terrains, the 3D printed stuff. Hope you're enjoying it, and hope it's helping improve your game. Anyway, thank you, and I'm going to try and sign off for the 3rd time now. But it's okay. I love interruptions. It's all right. It's all good. But for those of you who are watching this on Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, oh, train wrecking at the end. This is an edited down version, and you can see the full version of everything that's involved with this part of the editing process on our Conductor Productions YouTube page, which you'll find either a link in the description below or something on the screen in front of you here. And with that, thank you all for watching. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.